Hey everybody, Bill and Deb.
Hi there.
Hope everybody's having a wonderful Friday. It is Friday.
It is Friday.
It's a beautiful day here in this
Florida.
certain undisclosed location in Florida that we're coming to you from. Just absolutely gorgeous today. Temperature's going to get, what, around 75 to 80, somewhere in there? Yeah. They are talking about rain on Sunday, though, but hey, you got to deal with it now and then, right?
Well, yeah, that's why we have a jungle.
You know, a lot of times, what inspires a topic for us are comments that we get sometimes. And in case you didn't notice, the thumbnail, I used the terms cool and neat in the thumbnail, and the fact that someone thought that I needed to learn a few more adjectives. And I'm sure it was all in fun because he had a smiley face afterwards, but he did use an exclamation point. You know, because I guess I run the terms cool and neat into the ground.
So we're going to expand that to groovy and far out. Right?
So, you know, I'm always striving to, to appeal to our audience. You know, and now and then we have some that seem to focus on some of the strangest things, but oh well. If that's what it takes. So, keep in mind, folks, that I am 70 years old, and I did come from a certain era.
Where groovy and far out was
and
cool.
Neat and cool was cool.
Cool.
But maybe I do need to learn a few adjectives. So here's what we were thinking. Maybe y'all can put in the comment section some adjectives that you think might be more appropriate, so I don't keep running the terms cool and neat into the ground. And I think it probably mostly refers to when we're doing the walkthrough videos and things like that. When I see something.
But they are cool and they are neat.
So,
okay.
But anyway.
New request.
Well, yeah, new request out there.
Project for you.
Put in the comments, what you think would be some better adjectives for me to start incorporating in our videos, and Deb for that matter as well. And keep in mind that I am 70 and Deb is not.
That is correct.
Not anywhere near, right?
Never.
Never. But keep in mind that, let's try to make it more age appropriate, of course, because of, the era that I come from. And but another topic of discussion today, actually it would be three topics.
Three topics.
We did tell you that I would be working on a system or a rack system to hold my music gear so that it's a whole lot easier for me to set up and practice. And I wanted this to serve a twofold purpose. I wanted to be able to set up and practice with it real easily, and I wanted to be able to use it when I do our live music presentations, like at the rendezvous and places like that.
Speaking of the rendezvous.
Speaking of the rendezvous, and we'll get more into that later, but Deb is wearing the spring rendezvous shirt that for the rendezvous we're going to be having at Itchituckney Family Canoe and Cabins, February the 20th through the 27th.
Which is exactly 1 month from today.
Wow. That is, man.
Getting here quicker.
It sneaks up on you, doesn't it?
Yes, and then of course the back.
Around. All of our shirts from now on. Here, let me move your hair.
No, sorry.
I like your long hair though. It's all the shirts now from this point forward, and hoodies will say, "We're not camping, we are living." And of course this will be the commemorative shirt for the spring rendezvous. And we will also have a generic shirt that basically up over on the left corner, it'll have just our standard logo, which is right there. If you don't want to get a commemorative shirt, just what we call a generic shirt. But here again, even those will have the logo on the back, which we're in the process of getting trademarked.
Yes.
We're not camping, we are living. So, the rendezvous is real close. All you got to do is go to our website, which is iridetinyhouseadventures.com. That's iridetinyhouseadventures.com.
And the itinerary is up as well.
Oh, you finally
for the
got
rendezvous. Of course, that's to be, can be tweaked.
Oh yeah, depends
But it's
on
a rough idea
weather
for y'all.
forecast and things like that.
Yes,
you
it's
know,
a rough
so-
idea for y'all,
Yeah.
and I will be working on a local thing to do for those that want to take day trips and go do something.
Because there's a lot to see from there
Exactly.
in that part of Florida, and you're not very far from a lot of interesting places.
Exactly.
Let's put it that way. But anyway, let's get back to this. Okay, what should I say? Isn't this rad?
I think
What do you
it's
think?
far out.
Well, or maybe I could say, hey, now that is sick.
No.
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 Well, see, in today's
I know,
the
but-
adjectives today, sick actually means
I know.
cool. We used to say cool. So anyway, but this is the basic mock-up of the rack that I've been working on, and there's still more to do, but this will kind of give you an idea. And basically what I will be doing, I will be sitting in front of this thing on my stool and looking down on my drum machine. And the main reason why I made it this width is simply so it would accommodate the drum machine. This is the mixer. Now this is a Behringer XR 12, I believe. It's a digital mixer, first digital mixer I've ever had, and I've been using Behringer products for years, and some musicians make fun of Behringer products, but I personally have had no issues with Behringer products, and I've had several. Back when we had our sound company, we used Behringer mixers.
It's poor man's sound equipment.
Well, you know, and the whole thing about it is you didn't have a whole lot invested in it. If something was to go wrong, you just buy another one. However, there's only like 1 or 2 occasions where I had a problem with one of my Behringer mixers, and guess what? I called Behringer, and guess what? They sent me a brand new one. So there you go.
We didn't have
Anyway, but this is the basic rack system. Now, when I'm sitting in front of it, looking down on it, there are 2 pedals that I always use. This is my vocal effects pedal right here. And some of you that have heard some of my music in the past, you'll hear me doing harmonies sometimes. This is the pedal that gives me harmonies when I want to get harmonies. This pedal here is my foot switch that controls my drum machine right here. So those pedals will also always be part of this. When this is all said and done, there will be a cover plate that I can mount here to protect this while we're traveling, so this will all be covered and protected. And there will be a cover plate back here, you know, and it will probably stay on most of the time once I get everything wired inside the way I want to get it all wired inside. Now my microphone stand will mount here. I've got it here, and this is I removed the legs off of a shorty microphone stand. Drummers would use this kind of stand right here, but I removed the legs off of it, and it will be mounted right about there, so that, you know, I've got that height. Now this is a telescoping boom, so I'll easily be able to get the microphone where it needs to be, but it'll be mounted right here on this side. And when the whole thing is totally compressed down and the boom is folded down, straight down, this will easily slide underneath the table inside the house. Now the way I'm going to mount that microphone stand, would you take that out of the package there? And we'll show them. I think that's the one I had opened up. Yeah. The way I'll mount that microphone stand, these are just basic electrical conduit brackets right here, and I'll be using 2 of them and mount them right here. And these are for up to 3/4 inch conduit. This shaft here is 7/8 of an inch in diameter, so it will grab that just fine. And I'll have 2 of them mounted right here, and I'll probably shoot them black to match this before I mount them on there, but that's where that will be all the time. So everything will be pretty much at my fingertips when I get all the wiring done on the inside, where all I got to do is just pull out the ends of the cables, my mic cables, guitar cables and such, plug them into their respective places they go. You know, 5 minutes I'm sitting on my stool and practicing and making music. Here down the road, when we get it all completed, we intend to stain this. I've got a few more things still yet to do. I've got to put a floor in it down here. I've got to put a little piece of trim across here, because that's where I want that drum machine to set, is about right there. Just little odds and end things that I'll be wrapping up on it, then probably do a quick sanding on it. And then when we get it all ready to go, of course I'll remove this stuff back out. This was just kind of a quick mock-up, you know, to give you an idea of what we're doing. We're going to stain it the weathered gray color, like what we did the shower walls.
And my petitions in the kitchen.
And your petitions in the kitchen.
And our steps.
Right. So it'll be stained the same color, so it'll match the decor in the house.
Right.
So that was kind of a compromise that Deb and I came up with.
Because Bill wanted to do it black, and of course I said no, white, and then we settled on weathered gray.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where we're at to this point. I know that this probably doesn't interest a lot of folks out there, but there are a few musicians out there, and you know, you can. I could give you all kinds of dimensions. I could put the plans together on this or whatever. But a lot of it's got to depend on, you know, preferably myself, I would have had it a little bit taller. But I had to make sure it was the right height when it was all put together, so it would still slide underneath our table. So it's a little shorter than I would like for it to be, but, you know, I had to compromise. And, you know, you can, Behringer makes these digital mixers. I think this one starts at like $3.99 or something like that. I've had it for, what, 2 or 3 years.
Long time.
And what's neat about it, it's powered, I control it with my phone, with an app. And, you know, that's what it's coming to now. What I really like about it too is that things like EQ, the built-in effects in it, things like that are infinitely adjustable. Something that I could never do with a standard analog mixer. And that is really, really cool. And really cool. That's rad.
That was groovy.
Is it groovy?
It's groovy.
Shoot. Anyway, so that's you know, that's where we're at on this thing, and we will show you the finished product when it's all said and done. You'll be able to see, you know, more about how it works and everything. And who knows, maybe in that particular video where we show the completed product, maybe at the end of that video we'll have a song.
Well, that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be neat?
I mean, that would be far out.
I think it'd be sick.
It would not be sick. I don't like that one.
You don't like sick?
Sick means yuck.
Would it be rad?
It'd be groovy. I'm stuck. I'm a flower child.
Right on.
I'm a flower child.
Folks, I need help with adjectives.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's come up with some decent adjectives, you know, which will, you know, make...
Be the secret I Ride Tiny House family codes.
Anyway, this is Bill and Deb with I Ride Tiny House Adventures. We're going to sign off for now. And we hope that you all have a far out, cool, rad day.
You said cool again.
Neato.
Neato. Now that's kind of from the 50s,
but you know
isn't it?
exactly what we're going to say. They do know exactly what we're going to say.
I would hope so.
We're not camping.
We are living.
Y'all get out there. Do some living. And we'll talk to you again soon. Far out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.